All right. So, hi, good evening, Quynh, and welcome to our class, LMS BIP 6B. Before we proceed to the lesson, can I ask, how are you?
I'm very fine. Thank you.
All
How
right.
about you?
I'm quite tired. Okay. But
Uh,
I'm doing great. Okay. Anyway, so can you tell me how's the weather like right now in your town? How's the
the,
weather?
wea- the weather is rainy.
It's raining. Oh, how about the temperature? Is it hot, cool?
No hot, no cool.
Ah,
It's warm. It's
it's warm.
warm.
Yeah.
Yes. The
It's
temperature is 20, 23.
degrees.
Yes.
23 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit? If letter C, that is Celsius. Can you say it?
Uh,
Celsius.
Celsius.
Yes,
Celsius.
if it's
Mm,
letter F, you say Fahrenheit. Okay? So
okay.
you measure the temperature in two ways, Celsius or Fahrenheit. And then that one right there, the symbol on top, we pronounce that as degrees. Okay, 23 degrees Celsius. Oh, quite hot, huh? All right.
Uh,
Anyway, so if you could still remember, thank you for sharing regarding your weather update. So before we proceed to our grammar practice for this evening, let's have a review, okay, from the conservation vocabulary that we tackle. I'll be I'll be letting you see some video clips and then you're going to guess what is that vocabulary. Ready?
yes,
Okay.
teacher.
First one, what is it?
Um, Dry clothes outside.
Yes. Okay, good. Are you doing this in your country? I mean in Vietnam? Are you drying your clothes outside or like the Korean? They're drying inside the house.
Yes.
Inside the house. Inside
Um,
or
uh,
outside?
in the yard
In the
or
yard. Mhm.
balcony.
Balcony. I see. How about this one? What vocabulary for this?
Keep the air conditioner.
This one,
Uh,
take a look. This is
mm,
nuwok. Is it nuwok? Mm. This is from lesson one. I'll mix them together.
uh, mm,
Shh.
Water.
Shut off. Shut off the.
Shut off the water.
Roy. This one.
Public, public transportation.
Uh, what will
Transportation.
what will you do with the public transportation?
Bus.
Take public.
Take public transportation.
Yes, for this one. How about this?
Plant a garden.
Plant a garden or
Are are grow own vegetables.
grow your own vegetables, right? How about this one?
Mm, Use engineered anno or recycle bottles and cans.
Absolutely. Good. This one.
Reuse paper.
Reuse paper. Okay, so as you can see, what is she doing on the photo? She is making or reusing
She
the
is
paper.
making a flower.
Yes, a flower. So making meaning by simply being creative, right? In reusing. This one.
Keep the air conditioner on low.
On low. All right. This one.
Uh, Take reusable shopping bags.
Yes, all right. We should avoid plastic. How about this one?
Start a compost fire.
Good. This one.
or turn off the lights.
Turn off the light. Good. This one.
Clean a garden or use in or take no, um
Make a
or
garden or grow
or
your own.
grow own vegetables.
How about this one?
Mm, that's all.
Mm. Use.
Use energy saving light bulbs.
Yes, right.
Mm,
Okay, so as you see, all the video clips that you watch analyze or summarize the phrases that we learned together regarding conservation. Okay, so we finished them already with this one, right? By simply making use of analyzing the appropriate pronoun, and of course with this one, here, like on this, on our example, by analyzing the possessive pronoun, right? Like he, his, right? She,
he, she, her,
all right. You,
you, your,
all right. We,
we, our,
all right. They,
they, uh, they, their,
Roy. How about me?
me, my.
All right. You know it already, right? So it's easy. The conditional in here is that you just need to analyze the pronoun. And of course, when we talk about the possessive pronouns, it is always followed by what, Queen Aing? It is always followed by a,
Now,
a noun. All right. So with this one, so, as I promised to you last time, I told you that we are going to analyze what's the difference between will and going to. All right. So in here, if I will ask you, Quing Ang, what when do we use will and going to? When do we use it?
you,
Are they the same? Is will and going to the same?
you, um, uh, we use view the future simple.
Okay. So with this one, if you talk about will versus going to, by the way, will and going to, with this one, the first word that will come up to your head is the word
Future.
future, right? That's why when we say will, I will. So with this one, I will, meaning something that you are about to do in the future. So in here, actually, this is the deeper understanding or the deeper explanation on how these two differs from one another. So in here, will versus going to. Now let's talk about will. The first one, it says we use will for rapid decision. All right, so please read. Please read the
Of
example.
rapid decision.
Mm,
I'm thirsty. I think I will buy a drink.
all right. So it says in here, rapid decision. So in here, according to it's as translated, rapid decision is
Quyết định nhanh chóng.
is it quyết định nhanh chóng? All right. So
Ah,
rapid decision. I'm thirsty. I think I will buy a drink. So immediately you plan for it because rapid decision. It's like I'm hungry. I think I will buy a hamburger, right? So rapid
ah,
decision, right? Next one. We use will for
offer.
offer.
That looks heavy. I will help you with it.
All right.
Lời đề nghị.
Is it loy dengi?
Hello.
Offer.
Okay.
So that looks heavy. I will help you with it. So, for example, offering some help. I will help grandma to pass on the road because she looks, all right, struggling. Offer, right? Loidengi. Next, we have
Bros my
promise. Promise.
promise.
Mm,
Don't worry. I won't tell anyone.
okay. So promise it tells something to deal with this one. I won't. What do we mean by won't? By the way, won't. This
Uh,
is it means long form. It means
in negative.
will. Yes, negative, right? So what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you understand by promise? Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. Is it hua? Is that how you say it? Hua.
Hứa
Ah,
lời hứa.
Loi who? Ah, okay. Loi who? Don't worry, I will not tell anyone. All right, a promise. How about the next one? We have here a threat.
Threat. If
Threat,
you
not
do
treat.
threat.
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 Mm.
If if you don't stop, I will tell your mother.
Okay, is it soothe? How do you read this one? Can you help me or help me, TA, if I translate it correct? When you say a threat, it's like a warning. A warning.
Okay.
Okay.
Warning.
Loy de. How do you read that one? Can you read that for
Đu
me?
đe ra.
Loy de dwa. All right, a threat. Okay. So with this one, as what I always told you, always have your vocabulary notebook with you. Write this important phrases that we're learning. Next is refusal. Mm,
Research. Research. She wants
refusal again.
re,
Refusal.
refuser.
Mm,
She won't listen to anything I say. Won't say will not.
all right. This one is loy to choi. Is that how you say it?
Lời từ chối.
Loy to choi. Su to choi. All right. So now you understand the use of will. All right.
Yes.
So this is the things that we make use of the will. All right. The future tense. Now, with this one, we are now going to talk about going to. As you see, going to. This is something that is correlating with the present progressive, right? Because it's in ing. What makes them different is going to is used for, this is also called in some other contexts present progressive for future. All right. Why do we
Mm,
add future? Because when we say present progressive, that is something that is happening right now, right? Or happening at the moment,
mm.
right? But
At the
that's
moment,
why
okay.
that's why they add present progressive for future because in here we are using going to. Take a look. Your time expressions in here is not happening at the moment, not right now. See? Next weekend. All right. So meaning it's not yet happening. It will happen. Immediate future, meaning it will happen but not for a very long time. Do you get it? All right.
Okay.
So take a look at this one. It says in here that going to, it is used for prior plan, meaning you have made a decision already that you're going to do it. You plan it for a very long time. All right. It's already planned. Okay. Please read the example.
Uh,
The
Glad of
decision.
land. The decision was made before the moment of speaking.
All right.
I'm
Example.
going, example, I'm going to the beach next weekend with my friends.
All right. So take a look how they differ from one another. This one in will rapid decision, like Wing Ang, it's like, I'm hungry. I need a hamburger. I will eat a hamburger. It's just right away. And going to prior plan, meaning you think about it for a very, for quite some time. You think, but this one, it's like immediately. It's right there. Okay, so that's the first difference. Next, how about in the second one? We have here evidence
Are evidence
or or
or hints
signs.
a sign.
All right.
Sign.
Evidence, it says like, is it bangchung? Bangchung?
Huh? Văn chung.
Bangchung? Evidence. All right. So in here, okay. So it's like something to deal with it
Bằng chứng.
bangchung. All right. So
Ah,
evidence, all right, that gives reason for believing of something. That's always have some sort of a clue that will answer or will proof, evidence or a proof. With this one. Please read the meaning
when there are signs that something is likely
to
to
happen.
happen.
There's an
My,
evidence.
yes, example, my stomach hurts a lot and I think I am going to throw up.
Throw up. It's like, "Ugh." When your tummy hurts, it's like you feel that
Uh,
you're about to throw up. So there is an evidence. There is a sign. Do you get it? Because it your tummy hurts, and what will happen next now that your tummy hurts? It means like you're about to throw up. Do you get it? All right.
okay, I get
So
it.
here. So another one, it is 70-0. They're going to win. Okay. So actually in here, so even though they have minor differences, it says in here that please read this one, this part.
We can use both will and going to for making predictions.
For making predictions. Do you still remember this word, the use of both? We use both for something that
Two.
two, right? Good. Prediction, it is a statement about what you think will happen in the future. A prediction, what will you predict? So in here, it says, for example, I think it will rain tomorrow. Your prediction, you are predicting that it is about to rain. So it says you can also use that for going to. I think it is going to rain tomorrow. Okay?
Oh, okay, same.
So with this one, so I just give you this comparison because a lot of students are getting confused. Teacher, when do we use will? When do we use going to? Right? So that's the difference between them. With this one also, here. So as what you've read a while ago, will and going to are both possible here. We are predicting that will happen because nothing is planned. I haven't made any plans. I think I will probably watch TV. I'm probably going to watch TV. All right. And also
Mm.
in spoken English, going to, maybe you're hearing this from other native speaker, they say gonna. Like, Quynh, I'm gonna watch movie. Wanna join with me? All right, gonna.
Mm.
Gonna is a short
Okay.
phrase for saying going
Going to.
going to. All right. So gonna. I'm gonna watch TV. I'm gonna go shopping with my friends, right? Gonna. Okay, now. So with this one, we still have few minutes, so we are now going into. By the way, is it clear the use of will and going to? Is it
Yes.
all right? You can take a screenshot if you want, so you can review. Also, take a
Mm.
screenshot if you want. All right. So with that
Okay.
one, Roy.
Okay.
Okay. Now moving into here. As you see, this is the part where we have on the book. We are going to listen to an interview with Dr. McMahon. Okay. So first, let's listen together. And after that, we are going to practice reading it together. And then we're going to answer the comprehension questions. Ready?
Okay. Ready?
All
Yes.
right, let's listen.
Page 50. 5. Skills: reading and writing. D. Listen and read. Then answer the questions. An interview with Dr. McMahon.
What do you do, Dr. McMahon?
I'm an environmental scientist. My job is to find ways to conserve energy at school, at home, and at work.
What can we do to conserve energy?
If you plant a garden and grow your own vegetables, you can conserve energy. You can also recycle bottles and cans after you use them.
What about conserving electricity?
If you use energy-saving light bulbs and turn off the lights when you leave a room, you'll conserve electricity. You'll also conserve energy if you take a bus, a train, or a subway. Remember, you don't have to drive your car everywhere.
Thank you, Dr. McMahon.
You're welcome.
All right. So Dr. McMahon is, can you tell me what's Dr. McMahon's job? What does she do? Dr. McMahon.
She
She's,
do
what does she
she
do?
she do she an environmental scientist.
All right. What does she say can conserve energy?
She say if you plant a garden and grow
She
your
said,
own.
she said that,
She said she said if you plant a garden and grow your own vegetables, you can conserve energy. You can also recycle bottles and cans after you eat them.
another. She added so you said she said regarding planting a garden and growing your own vegetables, recycling bottles and can after you use them. So how about what does she say can conserve electricity?
She said if
That
you
she said
uh,
that
she said that if you use energy saving light bulbs, uh, you will also conserve energy if you take a bus, a train, or a subway.
or simply put it into word, you conserve energy or you conserve electricity with this one if you take, what is the long word for them? If you take public
Take
transport.
public transportation.
Roy, all right. So by the way, when we talk about an interview, how do you say interview, Tiếng Viet? Can you help me? According to Cambridge, it says
Cuộc phỏng vấn
cook. Sorry, say it again.
của
Cook from bun.
cuộc
Cook
phỏng vấn
from cook from bun. All right.
thì
Okay, so an interview. All right. So an interview with Dr. McMahon. So actually when you say interview, Quynh Anh, do you know that when you say interview, it could be used in different situation. The first one, an interview, you also use this if you are having a formal meeting with someone. So the reporter and Dr. McMahon. So that's what they do, a formal meeting. The second one is an interview like it's live on TV. You can watch on television or radio, rajong. Like someone is being asked a question. So that is also an interview. The other use of interview is when you are looking for a job. Okay, when you are looking for a job and if you are about to apply, so the company or the director of that company will give you an interview, a formal meeting. Cook from ban. Okay, Roy? All right. So
rất
before we leave, let's practice this phrases and we are going to check if you can pronounce all the words correctly. All right. So I'll be the reporter, okay? An
okay.
interview with Dr. McMahon. What do you do, Dr. McMahon?
Dr. Manet, I'm an environmental
Environmental, environmental.
environmental scientist. My job is to fight waste through conserve energy at school, at home, and at work.
Are you say at school? At school?
At school,
Not school, school. At school?
at school.
Roy, what can we do to conserve energy?
Uh, if you plant a garden and grow your own vegetables, you can conserve energy.
Conserve, ending sound conserve. You can conserve.
You can conserve energy. You can also recycle bottles and cans after you use them.
What about conserving electricity?
If you use energy saving light bulbs, you'll conserve
Ele-
electricity.
slowly, electricity.
Electricity.
Roy,
You'll also conserve energy if you take a bus, a train, or a subway. Remember, you don't have to drive your car everywhere.
thank you, Dr. McMahon.
You are welcome.
All right, so that's it. So I am very confident you understand what you read. Okay, so good job. So with this one, sadly, we don't have much time left. All right. So we are going to have this conversation for next meeting. We are going to have another story. In lesson 3 reading, we are going to talk about the story entitled A New Bicycle. Take note in here that the value of the story is to be resourceful. All right. So be prepared to tell teacher what are the activities or the ways that you become resourceful. What do you do? Okay. So be
Yes.
prepared for some added or additional questions, speaking activity for next meeting. So sadly, we don't have much time left. So thank you for hanging in there and joining our class tonight. So that will be all. Tambiet and have a good night. Goodbye, Queen Ang. See you again.
Also, to teacher and thank you. Bye. Have a good night.
Have a good night.